Hi Sam. It's great to see you again. Today, we're going to learn the word
viel,
Hi Alex.
viel,
What does that mean?
viel,
means many or a lot in English. It's commonly used to express a large quantity of something. You can say, for example,
ich habe viel Wasser.
which means I have a lot of water.
Oh, I see. Is there anything I should watch out for with this word?
Yes, actually. Some learners confuse
Viel,
with the English word feel. Just remember that
viel,
is all about quantity. Now let's dive into the grammar a bit.
viel,
Is technically an adjective and it doesn't have a plural form like regular nouns. It can be used with different cases based on what you need.
So, how would I use
viel,
in sentences?
Good question. In the present tense, you might say,
ich habe viel Zeit.
which means I have a lot of time. In the past tense, you could say,
Ich hatte viel Zeit.
meaning I had a lot of time. For the perfect, it would be,
Ich habe viel Zeit gehabt.
which translates to, I have had a lot of time.
That makes sense. How about the imperative form?
The imperative for
Viel,
isn't really common since it's not a command word. But you can use it in phrases like,
gib mir viel Wasser.
meaning give me a lot of water. The origin of
Viel,
is quite interesting. It comes from Old High German,
Viol,
which also meant many or much. Over time, it evolved but kept the same basic meaning.
That's fascinating. It's amazing how words change over time.
Absolutely. Words tell us so much about history and culture. Now let's look at the construction of.
viel,
It's not a compound word, so we can't break it down into parts like prefixes or suffixes. Instead, think of it like a Lego piece that stands alone.
So, there are no smaller pieces to analyze.
Exactly. But remember, when you use,
viel,
you're often describing a large quantity, which is the core meaning. Speaking of similar words, let's explore some examples. For instance, with the same prefix, we have
Vieh,
meaning cattle and
vielseitig,
meaning versatile.
Interesting. What about words that have the same suffix?
Sure. You can find words like
freundlich,
meaning friendly and
eigenständig.
meaning independent. They all share that similar ending.
Got it.
Additionally, some other adjectives like
Wenig,
meaning few can also contrast with
viel,
Now let's practice some real-life situations where you might use.
viel.
How about at a restaurant?
Okay.
You could say,
Ich hätte gerne viel Wasser, bitte.
which means I would like a lot of water, please.
Ich hätte gerne viel Wasser, bitte.
Great. Now, how about at work? You could say,
Ich habe viel Arbeit.
which means I have a lot of work.
Ich habe viel Arbeit.
Perfect. Lastly, when traveling, you might say,
Ich habe viel Gepäck.
meaning I have a lot of luggage.
Ich habe viel Gepäck.
Now, a quick tip for remembering the gender. Since
Viel.
is an adjective, it doesn't have a gender itself, but when you use it with a noun, you can remember that nouns ending in are usually feminine,
That's helpful.
and imagine a big pile of things when you think of.
Viel.
It creates a vivid image to help you remember its meaning. Usage-wise,
Viel.
can be both formal and informal, depending on the situation. You might say,
Viel Spaß.
which means a lot of fun, or
Viel Erfolg.
meaning a lot of success.
Are there any similar words I should know about?
Yes. Be careful with,
Wenig.
which means few or little, as it's often confused with.
Viel.
Let's wrap up with some example sentences. For instance,
Ich habe viel Geld.
means I have a lot of money.
Ich habe viel Geld.
Another one is,
Es gibt viel zu tun.
which means there is a lot to do.
Es gibt viel zu tun.
Perfect. How about,
Wir haben viel gelernt.
meaning we have learned a lot.
Wir haben viel gelernt.
Nice job. One more.
Ich sehe viel Freude.
Which means I see a lot of joy.
Ich sehe viel Freude.
Let's do a quick recall check. What does
Viel.
mean?
It means many or a lot.
Correct. How would you say I have a lot of work?
Ich habe viel Arbeit.
Exactly. What's the past tense form of that?
Ich hatte viel Arbeit.
Perfect. What's an example of a contrasting word?
Wenig.
You got it. And can you give me a sentence using
Viel.
at a restaurant?
Ich hätte gerne viel Wasser, bitte.
Fantastic. To sum up, we learned that
Viel.
means many or a lot, and it's quite useful in various situations. Keep practicing, and you'll master it in no time.
Thanks, Alex. This was really fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. See you next time.